Hearty welcome to this new series of Chat with Champ. Who is going to be the superpower? Who has been the superpower? Can superpower be changed from one position to the other? So, what are the parameters for one to become superpower? In fact, everyone keeps dreaming to become the superpower. As a country, as an individual, as a corporate, many things are to be seen. Today, with us, we have the stars of RBHS, Ramnivas Bajaj High School from Malad, Mumbai. They're going to share their thoughts on how do one become superpower and what are the parameters. So we listen and let me have the pleasure of welcoming each one of them to this wonderful program called Chat with Champ with a clap of Chat with Champ. So here we go. We have Moksha, we have Ayush Asawa, we have Diya Gupta, Damanveer, Preeni, and Jatin Naik, the leaders of the upcoming times. In fact, we are all seeing that who need to be superpower. Of course, this is a matter that all politicians to the great leaders of the world have been talking. But of course, the one name that comes to everyone's mind is the great leader, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He has sown the seed and told all of us that the youth of our country will take and make India the superpower. So what is all superpower about? I think we should start with Moksh. Moksh, hearty welcome to you. Superpower, according to you, what does it mean and how does one aim to that level?
I think superpower is it is it means that the country has the resources and the abilities to lead to show all the other countries the future, to promise a better future. And yeah,
Great.
that's
To show a
superpower.
better future, to give a
Yeah.
better promise. Of course, that's a hope that you're instilling in others' mind that yes, because better to become better is what we are all aiming at. So, Preeni, what's your take on this superpower?
Sorry, sir. Can you repeat?
What's your take on this superpower? We all would like to know, as a youth, as a youngster.
Uh, so, as in the country that can be a superpower.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, I feel that US can be considered a superpower because because it has because it has a good military and economic power, and economy is obviously of vital importance in each and every country. And the US has always been able to project its power on a global scale. So I feel US is a superpower as of for now. It 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 is a superpower because of factors like because it has abundant natural resources like high skilled labor in terms of technical power, then um, then it has high productivity, well developed infrastructure. So all of these factors, compiling all of these factors, we can see US as a superpower as of for now.
Wow. US has been the superpower, and I know there are a lot of parameters as you spoke that the infrastructure has to be best and the quality of life has to be good and things like that. So, Damanveer, to be a superpower, and Prini has told that US has been superpower. Can US, remain superpower for a long time, or are there other countries also trying to become the superpower?
So, first of all, good morning. So, in my opinion, is that India can be a superpower because in the past few years, like from 2015 onwards, India has shown many changes, like in various qualities, like such as infrastructure, educations, and educations, and huge middle class. Like in like for example, like India is a $1 trillion economy, as we are seeing now, and they had come from they had in from fourth ranking terms, like from GDP and PPT, like purchasing power parity, and just behind us US, China, and UK. And with the rapid strides of information and technology science, India became a drastically changed. So, in my opinion, that India can be a superpower, next superpower.
Wow, India can be the next. I know by the time you all grow up from the 10th graders, as you're going to come up into your life, into college life, and take up the responsibility of leading the country, and I'm sure you are going to take to the highest pedestal. So Dia, we have our team leaders, Moksha and Preeti. They have been talking. Damanveer had a a higher opinion about, yes, our country can also become a superpower. So what do your take on the superpower, and what do you think how India can also march towards becoming a superpower?
So I think that India has the main power to become superpower because India's main factor is democracy, and our country is known for democracy. So because of this, India has the power to become superpower. India, as we can see now, the world pandemic is going on, so the vaccination centers and the efforts the people are taking to vaccinate themselves and the vaccination drives that are going on, this shows that India is on the path of superpower. So it can be the next superpower in a decade or a few years. So it can show that India has a brighter future for the generation and for us as well.
Wow, which you all are going to witness it very soon. The
Yes.
superpower in making, so you are going to be part of that. Yes, we have been hearing from ages, and of course, great leaders have been working and putting us into the highest pedestals. Scientists to the entrepreneurs to the people of highest order, including the political leaders, are trying their best to see that every country, for that matter, and particularly when we talk about India, we have grown substantially. And as Dia said, yes, during the pandemic time, India has demonstrated to the world, yes, we are there. Once a receiver, today we are a giver. We have grown to that big level. Of course, we have Jatin, our young minds have been talking about superpower and things like that. Yes, we all wish to become superpower. What is your take on this superpower?
So I think the superpower on an international level is able to influence all the other countries to lead into the it leads the whole world together as one on some common grounds. But unfortunately, I don't think that we will be seeing India as a superpower in the coming future. Like the obstacles that stand in the way between India and being a superpower are little more difficult to remove than we think, such as like even today the caste politics in our country is a really great factor. That means in our country still people do believe that caste is something that is to be mattered and given importance of. So such obstacles are going to take more time than let's say 10 or 15 years. And after this, I think it wouldn't be difficult for India to become a superpower, because once a unity and harmony is established in the country, then we can all work as one, and then I think the development will be much farther away than our vision.
Great. I think yes, it is all possible. It's all in the team that brings in the millennials now, as we are talking about. The mindset of the millennials are totally different from what the mindsets were earlier. The leaders, the upcoming leaders from Ram Nivas Bajaj School, we can see the friends Moksh, Jatin, Dia, Damanveer, and Prini had wonderfully explained about the parameters and the need for one to become superpower. So, Moksh, do you have another take of the US has been be superpower, as we say, or as we see also? Is there any other country that can take it ahead other than US in the coming days? As we had Jatin saying that it may take a long time for India to become the superpower.
Yes, truly. I think Canada has amazing prospects considering the fact. So there are some cons. It has a 35 million population, which equals to the population in Delhi and Pune. and a very frigid climate cause it seems a very hostile environment to become a superpower. But the country has, in the long run, has a huge amount of natural resources, a very good government, and an unbelievable tolerant and open culture. In terms of resources, there is 2.6% of arable land right now. But as climate change is happening, the ice caps in the northern region of Canada will start melting very soon, which will give us a lot of land for agriculture and other purposes.
Great. That's really great, Moksh. That's a wonderful take that you had talked about Canada. In fact, when we speak about after the US who can become this superpower, yes, there are some parameters which you have spoken, which are very important for other countries. Other countries are also vying and trying to see that how best they can be part of this superpower. Dia, yes, Moksh has talked about Canada, which can also become the superpower. Are you watery for that?
Yes, sir, I agree with Moksh because Canada has always been in the main focus for the countries as well. So, like India and Canada have good relations, and Canada has always proven that whenever there is some need, it can provide the things, the agriculture, the production, everything is good over there. And the Canada's culture and everything is more and more very abstract and very beautiful. So I think that it's a great country and it has the power to become a superpower during a decade and all.
Wow, that's really great. So Jatin, Dia had a take on Canada, and of course Moksh was talking that Canada can be the next superpower, and you said that India will take a long time to become into the superpower. So what should be how should we go about, in fact, to become the superpower?
So I think, as I said earlier, the caste politics is a factor. So that is one problem that India needs to focus on. Another problem that India really needs to focus on is about population. There should be some laws that control the overpopulation that is in our country, because due to the overpopulation, there is a very large shortage of resources in our country, and because of shortage in resources, we have many other problems like. One can say there is a problem for growing industries because we are unable to provide the need of resources. And because of a large population, the country and the government can't focus equally on large people to help them progress. And because of that, we have again a list of whole other problems that keep on generating, like poverty and illiteracy. So population is really very important to be handled.
Oh, great. Population is one of the factors for taking the country ahead towards superpower. How many do you think that education plays a very important role in making a country superpower? Moksha, what is your take on education playing an important role towards superpower, and is India heading towards that?
I think education is extremely important. I think it's sort of a shortcut to learning things faster. And if you learn things faster, you'll get to learn more things, and you'll help your country indirectly. So I think education plays a very important role, and India was done very well in education, I think. But now it has been doing amazing strides, and I'm really proud of what India has been doing in education.
Great. So so education at one end, and also the wealth of a country is also very important. And also we need to see poverty. Population can lead to poverty also, because when you have a lot of mouths to be fed, and the resources are insufficient for them. Of course, we will lead towards again a country which is towards backward, we can say. But of course, India has been said that we are a developing country, and the millennials are waiting to be called India as one of the developed country. So here we should ask Prini, what is your take on now our friends were talking about education, and of course somebody spoke about population. Your
Um,
say.
India's education is actually good, but since we have a large population, not everyone is able to get the education that is to be given by the country itself. So, due to the large population in our country, we have unemployment because not each and every person gets the education that they deserve. Many are below poverty line. They are unemployed. They don't have homes. So I feel education is very important, and the thing that needs to be controlled in India is the population.
Is the population. Yes, yes. We have, in fact, if you look into the area of India and US and the population of India and US, so everybody has been saying that we have larger people and lesser area. So the density of population is also plays a very important role. And so Jatin had, say on controlling population, which is very important. Yes, Preeni also, you also said about. So we also need to look about the leaders who take up the country to a greater level. These leaders should have scientific mindset. Leaders should have development mindset. So, what should be the one leadership qualities of a country who can take up the country to a developed state for that matter? What do you say, Moksha, about this?
Um, the population of the country must agree to the leader. So the leader must share his ideas as easily as possible, so that everyone can follow his idea and help the leader in making the country a better country.
Wow. So leaders are very important. Educated leaders are very important. Leaders with scientific mindsets are very important. We need to have different mindsets. If they all come together, and then we can take country to the highest pedestal. That is what we are all looking into, and you're all going to witness in the coming. So our friends like Moksha, Preneet, Diya, Jatin, they were talking about some of the parameters that one need to be, using it to make a country a superpower country. So Ayush, what is your take on India heading towards becoming a superpower?
India is considered as one of the superpower in the world. India has become the world's fastest growing economy with, I guess, around estimation of 6 to 7% GDP rate. India is rapidly expanding in the GDP rate and military organizations.
Great. So your inputs were very valid. Yeah. Yes, Preeni and Ayush, our friends have been talking about the USA to Canada and other countries. Of course, we are also looking up for India to be the next superpower. But we can also see China's name coming and hitting in a big way to become the next superpower. What are the prospects for China to become the superpower? Ayush?
Yes, sir. So China, by making massive trade and investment deals with Latin America and Africa, China has established its presence as a superpower in the world. It has made many big deals throughout the world. China's rise is demonstrated by its ballooning share of trade in its domestic product.
Great.
Like in the import and export business and all. And Chinese economic reforms helped them rule up their production so massively that its cost production has come down drastically. So it's not too costly, and it helps. It's the main product for import and export throughout the world and all.
Oh, okay, great. So I think as every country is working towards that, China is also heading towards that. So are there any government incentives? If we ask Moksha, there are government incentives which need to be given to the people for the development, or are there any laws for the betterment of the economy of a country? Moksha?
Yes, sir. Canada has provided some amazing government incentives for the local people, like finance for training. So the government will finance the training one is doing. For example, if one is doing training for becoming a pilot, the Canadian government will fund that training depending upon the skills you have. Then the government of Canada offers point of sale incentives of $2,500 to $5,000 for consumers who buy or use electric vehicles, which is EV being the future. The Canadian government is helping to promote that. And whoever designs their house with eco-friendly features like a terrace garden or solar panels, they are given $500 to $2,000 depending upon what work they have done in their house.
So these are some of the incentives which help the Canada to look into as this next superpower. That's great. Dia, Moksh has been talking about Canada. We had our other friends talking about China. So everybody is talking about it. Yes, internally in our mind also we feel that India should become the next superpower. So are there any other country thinking that India can become superpower?
Yes, so there are many countries because India has such good relations with many countries all over the world. For example, there is USA, there's Russia, there is African Union, and there are many other countries that think India can become the next superpower. And so it mostly depends upon our people, because if they think positive, then the country will work towards more progressive rate. And I have something related to Moksh's point as well about the government incentives. India is mainly known for its family planning, and family is a major structure in India. So the government provides pensions and compensations to the government employees. They are retired, and then they provide pensions to them, which helps the family growth more and more. And so as I'm living in Indore, I've noticed that there are many government quarters over there, and there are people living very happily over here, and it's a good climate. And this shows that India has the potential to become the next superpower by the government incentives.
Wow. Dia, as you're in Indore, and Indore is known as the cleanest city in the country, and yes, you are witnessing what is happening, and you can replicate it in the other places, right? It's all on the mindset. And you said that yes, other countries are looking India to be the next superpower. Yes, we should also look into, Jatin, the qualities of a leader. Leader plays a very important role in making the country or shaping the country. So what all qualities does one leader should have?
So, of course, like you and Moksh earlier said, a leader should be well educated and should have a scientific mind. Those two qualities are really very important because, as we have seen great examples like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam of our country, we saw that during his time, our country really progressed, and we all know him, how simple-minded he was, plus or at the same time, he believed in new scientific thoughts, and what he basically thought of was development of the country and not of any other, other problems or other aims. So that point is really very important. The leader should also be of a democratic thought. Like as in history, we have seen Adolf Hitler when ruled Germany. We can saw the country didn't feel progressed or had any more any kind of development. So a leader should hear to his people. He should know what problems that we are facing, because unless the leader doesn't know what these people want, they can't progress well.
Jatin had a say that leaders also play a very important role. In fact, you need to have a scientific mindset to take up the country to a greater pedestal, to a developed superpower in making. So Prini, what is the take on the leaders? Leaders are very important.
I think the country runs like the main motto of the country, which is like economically stable, and I think it's because of the leader, because he helps a country to grow and helps the people, to like in each and every field. So I think leader is of a very vital importance, and the leader of a country should know what he's doing. He should have a good leadership quality, because that's of a prime importance. It's prime important. So I think, so leader, if a leader should know what he's doing so that his country can progress.
Yes, friends, we spoke about leadership, we spoke about laws, we spoke about the incentives that a country need to have, we spoke about population, casteism, and many things, the factors that can make country a superpower. how do you feel that, or what will be your feeling when you hear that India has become the superpower, the next superpower? What will be your feeling, Dia?
So I will feel, first of all, I'll feel very proud because that's where my roots are. I've been born and brought up in this country, and I've lived most of my life over here. I've like basic roots, the studying, the education, everything I'm done from here. I'll be ecstatic because India obviously deserves it because so many hardships they have gone through, and it's also the main reason is because my most of everyone who I know and my whole thing is in India, and if I go to abroad also to like for a job or to study, I'll keep India in my heart forever.
क्या बात है. East हो या West, India is the best. You spoke about that. That's really great. In fact, millennials like you who see that our country need to be on the top. For that matter, every millennial or every student for that matter would feel that their country becomes the best. Looking from the point of this pandemic that we had just all have witnessed, you all have witnessed the pandemic, and there are countries who are superpowers are also moving backwards. There are countries who are into the developing stage are also getting into the backseat position. So there are a lot of things that need to be done post COVID, because many things to be looked afresh. So yes, post COVID, we are thinking that the countries are in difficult situations. Many countries where the jobs have been gone, many people, the middle and the lower and the lowest middle, everybody is affected, including the higher class people. So how much time more that we would need? We had Dia or Jatin saying that 10 more years should be okay, or 8 more years to be okay. How many years do you think that India need to take for the next, to put us back into the pedestal of development?
Yes, sir. Considering the fact that this is a brand new, fresh start to a new chapter, I think India will accelerate as fast as possible. The government will go all in with the resources, and I think it is a great chance of India making a comeback to the greatest superpower in the next 4 to 5 years.
Great. I think the hopes in the minds of the people that yes, we will not leave it whatever it may come. The challenges, the difficulties have turned out to be an opportunity for many. And I think with this opportunity, the pandemic for some has become an opportunity, for some it has become a challenge. So when we take it as an opportunity, Jatin, as the pandemic to be an opportunity for a country to pull back into a fast growth, fast development, e-commerce, digital things which are coming up faster, and connecting people, connecting the dots that are taking place. What will be your take on the pandemic being an opportunity to put us back into highest development or faster development?
So of course, this pandemic has given us many challenges to a lot of countries around the world. But surely it had some advantages, like we now our country is giving significance to medical and doctors. Like of course there were importance to a country every time, but this time we really believed in them because we had really no other option other than doctors, or we had in the countries like we saw in Italy and other USA, the conditions were worst. So surely pandemic had one greatest advantage over medical and science. Another thing, so we have grown digitally. Like now we are conducting this chat show online. Earlier, I think before pandemic, this would have been in a classroom or maybe in another room. So all over our country, we have grown digitally, as I said. Plus, we have also opened new ways for education. Like earlier for education, basic requirement was the school and teachers, but today it's have become easier. So illiteracy at this point is growing lesser in our country, and we can see some more progress in the education department.
Great, Jatin, that was a wonderful message from you. Dia, pandemic as an opportunity for countries to take things faster, putting things in order now, because all those things which were not in place, we can see that systems are falling in place. People are taking it seriously. Your say on, as you have seen the best city in the country in Indore as Indore. So other cities are also now trying to become into the best place, because city by city, village by village, district by district, so it has to go in a processed manner. So pandemic is an opportunity. Your say.
Yes, sir. I agree with Jatin when he said about the medical and science being the most important part, because now we are more prepared for any other future problems. And as you said that Indore is the cleanest city, so the people are following the lockdown as well. So the lockdown is also became the most important part over here. And Indore being the cleanest city, it's still clean as ever, and people are going to I think that people are now going to be more careful, because they have seen how vicious the pandemic was and is still, and the people will now learn that there is importance in every single thing. Even the smallest opportunities can lead to a huge outcome.
Great. Wonderful. Yes, superpower is everyone's dream, and we see that countries are all they want, the countries are we all see that country wants to, every country, we all see that we all see that every country wants to become the superpower. Somebody says Canada, somebody says China, somebody says USA will retain the superpowership. Somebody says that other countries are looking up into India to become the superpower. So of course, as a student, you all were locked down into or you're all locked up into the room, and sitting into one room, how do you visualize the superpower that is happening outside? I should take one-on-one from Moksh to Jatin and Diya, Damanveer and Prini. As a student, what is your say? Because you have 5 years down the line for the graduation and then the post-graduation and the doctoral program. So there's a long journey for you, but you're going to witness and you're going to be part of this superpower mantra. So your superpower mantra, Moksh.
I think all of us should follow the laws, the rules set by the government, and we must show the best in us in order to be the next superpower. And let's hope that India makes strides, and it already is, and I hope it continues this graph. And yeah, we'll get positive results very soon if this continues.
Great. What will be your contribution as a student, Jatin?
So, as a student, I think my contribution can be of, first of all, following the small laws that we do, like following the traffic signals and Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, as we are Indore, like every country to be like Indore, to be the cleanest. Then, so other things is to focus on my studies, because we are the future of the India. So if we want India to be superpower, we must do the best of within our abilities. So as a student, it's not something we have to do too much. Just following our own duties can be the great help for India to be a superpower in the coming future.
Great. The entire country is in your hands now. As a student, the entire country comes as a in a platter for you to take it forward and develop. So Diya, your take as a student, as a responsible student, what will be the small initiatives that you'll be doing?
So the main mantra or motto for myself will be to never let negativity affect me. How much the environment is negative, but I will stay positive, because I believe in myself that I can still do and I will do whatever the country needs me to do.
Great. Staying positivism in the trying times is most important thing. Damanveer.
Yes, sir.
Diya said that staying positivity is very important.
Yes, sir. I agree on Diya's point. So the point which Diya said, that it is similar to my point, that I will also stay positive, and whatever it takes me to do for my country, I will do, and I will stand strong, support my country members, because we are the only one to take our country level up. So we have to take up initiatives to make our country strong, stay healthy, and we have to support each and everyone. That's my message.
Great. Fantastic, Damanveer. Your message
Thank you.
is giving hope, and the viewers who are going to watch this program will build or will also get a lot of hope.
One more point I would love to say that. So when I was affected with COVID, I was down with COVID. So I lost my hope that I would recover or not. So I always look up to the news channel and say that India will be like that. India will be like this. So what we say that we became a superpower. Like we became like I have done very much struggle to recover from COVID and learn from COVID that we have to stay strong, stay healthy, and stay safe.
Wow. So you have yourself witnessed, you have gone through that COVID times, you yourself had that hope to come back. So you are again a great inspiration for all of us, Damanveer. Preeni, as a
Thank you.
student, what will be the smaller steps that we will be taking up to become the superpower?
We've noticed that our environment, like the global environment, the global warming had reduced during the lockdown in our country specifically because India is polluted. So I feel that one thing that I look up to is to make sure that the country, that the environment around us is hygienic and clean, and that the air we breathe is fresh.
Wow. So a lot of things that the good and the bad both have been witnessed. Of course, staying at home and the pandemic has given a lot of lessons and life lessons, which even the classroom and the university cannot teach. To be patient, to be calm, to be hopeful, to be giving attitude, to look into the environment and to learn many things from the nature. All these things have come, and it is building a step towards becoming the superpower. The superpower is all over here. It's in the mindset. If you feel that you are superpower, so every individual for that matter, every citizen for that matter, should start feeling and thinking that they are superpower. The superpower starts with everyone for them. It was nice chatting with all of you at this Chat with Champ show. We wish you all a wonderful time and wonderful days, wonderful career, wonderful life opportunities in the days to come. You're all wonderful students from the RBHS, Ramnivas Bajaj High School. Your journey ahead will be full of success and a lot of learnings. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, sir. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure to meet you, sir.
So viewers, you have been watching the wonderful Chat with Champ show, and today we had who is going to be the superpower, and we had the students from Ramnivas Bajaj High School, the 10th grade students who had their own say about who can be. The superpower starts with yourself. You be the superpower, and you can see many things happening down the line. Keep watching Chat with Champ show. God bless you all.